Hello Leo, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Leo for the week of November 21st. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and see what we have here for you. Now, do make sure that you are subscribed to the channel for future updates from me. And all of your likes, comments, shares really do help the channel grow here on YouTube and are very much appreciated. As always, all of the decks that I use on my channel are linked in the description below this video if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. All right. And I think that's looking just about good enough to me. All right, there we go. Cool. Energy on the bottom. You have the Hermit card. So the Hermit card is the Virgo card in the tarot. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign, Virgo. We also have Capricorn here. We'll throw in Taurus as well if you're dealing with a person. I do see at least two people here showing up with the King and the Queen of Wands, plus a Sagittarius, a Scorpio, right? So we have a bunch of different energies: Virgo, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Scorpio energy. All of these things, all of these types of energies could be in play for you. But on a different level, the Hermit talks about trying to find your guiding star here in life. The Hermit has been on this journey to find the star that they have now captured in the lantern. And through this journey, they've had to become introspective. And so one of the biggest messages with the Hermit is to practice or to have an introspective nature, or to take an introspective approach to something. The Hermit is kind of on this path of the sage, right? They're learning that not all of the answers are found in textbooks, but instead they are found by going within, and even by kind of communing with the universe, which you could say is similar, or even maybe you could argue the same as going within. And so some of you here are spending a lot of time thinking. You're spending a lot of time reflecting, and you're maybe even doing some soul searching. A big thing with the Hermit is indeed soul searching. In the overall situation, you have the Devil card. So this is a Capricorn energy, but the Devil card is something in our life that we need to get rid of. It can be a toxic energy. I'm not calling Capricorns toxic. Just for what it's worth, just to be totally clear here. But the tarot card is associated with Capricorn, and the meaning of the Devil card is potential toxicity in one's life. This can leave you feeling trapped in something. As you see, these two people here are trapped. And this is symbolism for potentially being trapped in something like an addiction, being trapped in a relationship, or being trapped in a situation such as a workplace situation that you want to get out of but you can't, right? These sorts of things. You know, for you, I have a sense that there's something here that you are, I almost feel like reaching out. Like, I feel like some of you are really doing some soul searching on how to work through a problem with somebody, for some of you. And for others of you, you're doing some soul searching on how to work through a problem with yourself. Like, you're doing something that you know you need to stop doing, and you're spending time figuring out here how to work through this situation with the Hermit. There are really good things ahead for you. And just to be totally clear, there is a clearing energy here for you in the future, just to be totally clear. And so I do think that you will be successful in this journey, whether it's having to deal with another person or dealing with something internally here. Now, Leo, in the past, you have the Queen of Wands, you have the Temperance card, and you also have the Eight of Wands. So this is really amazing. All three cards are fire signs or fire cards. Wands is associated with fire, and then obviously the Temperance card is the card of Sagittarius. And, this is your energy here, okay? Queen of Wands is you in this case. I think that you've attracted a whole lot of things. You also here have two, it's interesting that you have these cards together. Both of these cards I consider to be law of attraction cards. The reason being is the Queen of Wands is somebody who's bold, assertive, courageous, confident, but they're also an energy that is related to attraction, and not just physical attraction, but also attracting things into their life, right? And so it's up to the Queen of Wands on what exactly it is that they attract. They could attract good, they could attract bad, right? The point is that they're always attracting. And the way that they attract good is by being authentic, by being their authentic self, by the way. And then you have this here with the Temperance card, which you can see that the Temperance angel here is doing some alchemy. They're mixing the elements between cups. And it is a sign of healing. It is a sign of your situation kind of turning around. And it is the ability to sort of create something, right? And to heal from a situation. So I do think that you've been attracting here in the past. I think that there's been really good news here in the past as well with the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands says that there's something moving ahead quickly in your life potentially. The Eight of Wands is a breakthrough card. It's the feeling of getting unstuck. It's the feeling of moving ahead in life. And it can signal the end of delay. And so it's almost like some of you here have been making major progress in an area. In the current situation, you have the Ace of Wands, you have the Devil, and you have the King of Cups. So here's the thing. I started this reading out with the Hermit and the Devil, right? That's how this reading starts out. And so that is like a very introspective, very like, okay, be honest with yourself. If there's something you're not doing that you need to do it, right? Like that's kind of the idea with the Hermit and the Devil. I think that you are turning that around here, okay? I think that you are turning that around here. And I think that this is your current sort of challenge for this week, and maybe we'll say for the rest of November, right? If this reading is for you and you're resonating with this, there's been movement here. You've attracted something. It's almost like have you ever had a situation in life where it's like you solve one problem and then another problem appears? I'm almost getting a vibe like that, okay? It's like, because with the Ace of Wands, this is a very good sign from my perspective in the tarot. The Ace of Wands is a passionate new beginning in one's life. You have a lot of passion, energy. You have a lot of inspirational vibes and energies and good stuff here in the past with the Eight of Wands, Queen of Wands, Temperance, and now this Ace of Wands, which, this is really positive movement forward. These three cards really do indicate that. And along with that, the Ace of Wands is like the best card to find if you're looking to physically start something, like a new health routine, a new job, a business. It's a big card associated with like side hustles, entrepreneurship, things like that. And so some of you here, I think, as this upper row is the row of your thoughts, some of you in your mind know that it's time to attack something, and it's time to solve a problem, or it's time to approach something in a new way. It's time to solve a problem here because you have this Devil in the middle. And the best time to start something is now. That's the truth is the best time to start something is now for you, okay? And probably the best time to start something was yesterday. And so yesterday's already gone, so you might as well just start now. And it's one of those things here that I feel like is showing up, where I just get this big word of caution for you to not let something slip by or pass you by here, with the devil card in the middle, because you have momentum. You clearly have momentum here. You've clearly attracted something here, and yeah, don't let the moment pass you by. You have the King of Cups as well, which the King of Cups is really an energy of being calm, cool, and collected. You know, letting the world spin. Sometimes we have to let the world spin, but there are also times where we have to take action. And you know what? This really highlights, I think, the problem here, which is the Ace of Wands says physically go for it. Like, go for it. The best time to start was yesterday, so since yesterday's gone, go for it now. The King of Cups is somebody who's a little bit more passive. Okay, King of Cups is allowing the world to spin, which sometimes we need to do. But you have the devil in between these two energies, so you're stuck in between. You're stuck in between. And I do think that some of you are thinking about this here with the Hermit on the bottom. You're deeply thinking about this idea right now. In the future, you have the Death card, the Ten of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles showing up here. So the Death card is one of these energies that people get afraid of in the tarot, but it's not something that you should be afraid of. It is a clearing. The Death card is a clearing, okay? It is the old ideas, which is represented here by the Hierophant, moving out so that the new ideas can come in. You have a new idea here with the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is absolutely new ideas. The Death card signifies change on the horizon. And nowhere does it say this change has to be bad. Now, obviously, if you've been watching my readings before, you know that I like to take a positive approach to the tarot. And so, I don't view the Death card as death and dying. That's not the way that I choose to read. And I don't view the change as bad, especially in this case, because you have the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles with it. I remember I said at the beginning, there are good things coming here. Ten of Cups is total happiness on the horizon. It's feeling totally fulfilled. It's joy, it's celebration, it's happiness, it's good vibes, it's good times, it's good energy. And it is a completion in the emotional areas of your life. And so this can see you feeling extremely fulfilled in whatever is next for you here. So it's the Ten of Cups is like kind of the other side of abundance, in the tarot. And so that is like a good family situation. It's pretty much everything I just described. The Ten of Cups is the other side of abundance. And so right now there's something here that you need to change, or that you need to take action on. Actually, as I've been reading this more, I think that this is more about you needing to take action on. I think some of you might even want to keep this idea of the Ten of Cups in your mind, which is to say that you are capable of having this idea of windfalls of happiness. You can bring that into your life, but you have to start now. You have to start now, right? And there's something like that here that is showing up, and there's like this clearing energy, there's this change. You have the Eight of Pentacles as well, which is really about being dedicated to a task or dedicated to something in your life. This can indicate good movement forward or positive movement forward here, especially with the Eight of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles here below. Eight of Pentacles says that you are extremely talented, and I do think that you're making good movement here with the Eight of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. This could be in the areas of work. Some of you may be making things. Some of you starting a business here with the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at these three Kipper cards. All right, so you have Child, Thoughts, False Person, and Message of Concern. It's possible that some of you need to confront somebody here with this False Person and Message of Concern. I get a sense that you are delivering challenging news to somebody, and somebody might confront you, or you need to confront somebody here with the Hermit and the Devil. And this could be the clearing that happens for some of you Leo people at this time. This could be the serious clearing, that springboards you into this Ten of Cups, Eight of Pentacles energy in the future. You have the Child and Thoughts. Some of you may be connecting on what you really always have wanted to do. Like maybe you have always wanted to, I don't know, be a celebrity. And then you decide, okay, I'm gonna like, go on Twitter and make like a Twitter account, or I'm gonna start an Instagram account, or something like this. This is just an example, right? Like maybe there's something that you always want to do, or maybe probably a more practical example is like, okay, I've always wanted to start a business, right? And maybe this is the Ace of Wands. It's like the best time to start was yesterday, so start now. Type of deal. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at what we have here. So you have the Six of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Swords, and you have the Five of Cups. So the Six of Pentacles, this is somebody who is really in a place of giving and receiving, actually, because they're holding this scale. And is that the Hermit? That's interesting. That could be the Hermit. This is the After Tarot here. Isn't that interesting? I doubt that's the Hermit, but interesting. Anyway, I didn't think about that one. But this person here, as they get, you can see the scales, right? And so these scales balance out. As they give, the universe helps them receive. And, it's also this idea here of you attracting something important here with this Queen of Wands. Remember I said it. Queen of Wands gets what they give, right? But whatever they put out, they get back. And because they're always in this place of attracting. And so make sure that you're putting good energy out there. I know it's basic, but make sure you're putting good energy out there, because you are bringing things in big recently. Like you're in a big way. You're bringing things in. You have this Ten of Swords. There is an ending, but you are clearly healing from it here with the Temperance energy. Or this might have already happened. There's been a disappointment around an ending maybe for some of you here with the Five of Cups and the Ten of Swords. But with the Temperance's influence, you've clearly been able to heal from this situation. You have the Seven of Cups. You have the Chariot and the King of Wands. So yes, you have my combination of entrepreneurship here, or being an entrepreneur here, with the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands now showing up. And so my intuition was telling me some of you are like making things, maybe selling them, or like starting a business or something here. Okay, you have the King of Cups there. And what's interesting here is this King of Wands is clarifying the King of Cups. So remember how I said King of Cups is somebody who maybe allows the world to spin. King of Wands takes life by the reins, and they go for it. They move in the direction of their passions. Along with that, the Chariot is all about springing forward to action, right? The Chariot says that you have an opportunity to go somewhere you've never been before, so go for it. This is very clear that some of you here, whatever this feeling that you need to start something, this is potentially successful for you, but you'll never know if you don't try, okay? You also have the Seven of Cups, which is about maybe confusion or just feeling overwhelmed. I would say, like, if you can, like, distill this new start down to its core essence and remove things that are unnecessary. And that will help you with the overwhelming feeling in getting started here. So you have the High Priestess, you have the Seven of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. And clarify the Five of Swords. All right, so don't be afraid of losing what you've had here in the past, or losing what you've built here in the past, because the cards are like, you have victory on the horizon for you. You have maybe even a long-term situation here with the Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups that could be very good for you here, Leo, but you have to see what's out there, right? You have to see what's out there. And so some of you may be afraid of failure. Okay, some of you may be afraid of failure, which is a very common thing, but the cards are like, hey, clear skies ahead if you just will work through the Devil energy. And for you to do that, you have to take action. The way that you do this is by action. The High Priestess says, connect to your intuition. You have an intuition about, where this this new idea will take you, and your intuition will be right most of the time. Not always, but most of the time. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.